So question 4 involves what's called the present value theorem. So remember we had the future value was A is equal to P times 1 plus R over N raised to the NT. So if I solve this equation for P, it takes this look. In the other future value formulas, we had A equals P times E to the RT. So if we solve this equation for P, it takes on this look here, A times E to the negative RT. So instead of using fractions, remember, if something is in the denominator of a fraction, it can be moved back to the numerator using a negative exponent. So that's why we have these negative exponents there, is to make it look not like a fraction. So question 4 says, find the principal. So in other words, we want to know what the present value is. Needed to know, so we wanted to know what the principal is needed now to get the given amount. That is, we want to find the present value to get $500 after 4 years at 11% compounded monthly. So what they're saying here is our goal is to have $500 in the account after 4 years, compounded at 11% interest monthly. Remember, monthly means 12. So again, our formula is going to be the present value is what we have to have now to get the future value. Again, we still have to know this interest rate and the number of times we're compounding raised to the negative NT. So again, P we don't know this time, but the future value, what we're hoping to get is $500. The rate of interest is 11%, which is 0.11. The number of times we're compounding in a year is the 12. I'm sorry, 4 years. Let's see here, question 4. All right. So we don't know the present value. The final amount is the 500. The rate of interest is 11%. The number of times being compounded is monthly, that's the 12. And then the years that goes by is going to be the 4 years. So we are compounding monthly, so N is 12. So again, we don't know what P is, but the final amount is the 500. We have 1 plus the interest rate is 11% or 0.11 as a decimal. The number of times being compounded is 12 and raised to the negative NT. So I have a negative, and then N was 12 and T was 4. So well, actually 12 times 4 is 48. So we can actually just use a negative 48 there. So let's just call it negative 48. That's why we do math in pencil, so you can kind of look at it and say, hey, there's an easy way to write that. It's a simpler way. So that doesn't look as bad. So using my calculator, we have this 500. In parentheses, we have 1 plus 0.11 divided by 12, close parenthesis, raised to the negative 48. So this little up arrow, negative 48. And remember, this is the minus sign, this is the negative symbol. That's the trickiest part of this calculator, again, is knowing which one is which. So remember, if our future value is 500, the principal has to be under 500. So we need something under 500 here. So $322.66 or 67 cents. So since there's a 4 after that second 6 there, this is just going to stay at 66 cents. So my present value has to be $322.66. So in 4 years, I would have raised the rest of my money without doing anything, but I have to wait 4 years. So a lot of us are very impatient these days, but just keep that in mind. You can be patient and your money can make money if you allow it.